Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com here at the THSCA Coaching School and Convention. Ready to talk some Lindale Eagle football with the new head Eagle. It's Coach Chris Cochran. Coach, first and foremost, congratulations on the new gig.
Thank you very much.
You getting settled?
Trying to.
Yeah.
I'm ready for football to get here. It's been a whirlwind of a summer, but I am. I'm excited about it. Kids are working really hard right now, so it's exciting. You still got to wait till August the 14th. We did spring football, so we still have a little bit of time before we really get going. So
when you first come on board, what was your message to your kids when you're meeting them for the first time? What did you want to establish with them?
It's funny because I really didn't get to meet with our kids because of when it all happened.
Right.
So I got hired officially like the day after school let out.
Of course.
And so, yeah, I've always dreamed of getting to be a head coach, and then I get that opportunity and don't even get to meet the kids the next day. But we did get to meet them a few weeks. I guess it was about a week later, and just honestly, it was a deal where I wanted to tell them thank you for, the opportunity that I was getting, and that it was an honor and a privilege to get to be their head football coach. And the thing that I wanted, and we still want to continue to push for our kids, is we're going to play harder than anybody else, and we're going to compete our tails off. And, we might not be as athletic as the others, but we're going to play as hard, and people will know that they played Lindale just because we're going to try to establish our effort and our physical nature. So that's really what we're trying to get across.
You're taking over a program that, let's say, it needs a jump start, right?
Yes,
They've had a couple of down years. 2-8 last year. How do you do that? How do you go in and teach these kids how to win? Because I feel like that's kind of a skill that they need to attain.
Absolutely. You don't want you don't want losing to become just what you're about
and be okay, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So really, it started back in late November in off season. Coach Metter allowed me to really run off season, and so we started competing and really tried to compete in everything that we did. We really went to the mat and changed the way we were doing mat drills. And I know that's kind of cliche, but that's really what we're about. And we changed the way we were doing off season. We made it really hard on our kids, and so that's one reason I'm excited about this getting into football, is because we have been so hard on them, and we've expected a lot from them. So really, I guess to answer your question, we're just trying to we want them to learn how to compete. We want them to learn how to win. And when those good things happen, we want to encourage, and we want to promote it, and we want to pat them on the back and tell them great job, and basically promote the good that we see in our kids each time.
You won't get any favors in district play.
No.
Nobody's going to lay down for you. This is a loaded district. How do you look at when you look at your district? What are you seeing as far as the roadmap?
It is tough. You're exactly right. I will say it's a little bit different with it being a 6-team district, as opposed to it being 8 a few years ago when we had we lost John Tyler and lost Lufkin. That's always nice to lose them.
Yeah, they can go away for a while.
Yes, we'll take that. And so when you got 4 teams making the playoffs and six teams in the district, I think we're one of the 2 districts in the state in 5A that actually have that. So, to get that chance, to be in a 6-team district, to actually have that chance, man, we feel good about that. But as far as our district goes, it's tough. You're exactly right. It's tough, and I think it's going to be every Friday night. Just the whoever's best each Friday night. Honestly, that's kind of what we expect as we move into it. Obviously, we're just trying to be. We're trying to improve by district. We're putting in a new offense, and so early on we might. It's just going to take some time for us to really get that going. But once we get into district, that's when we really want to kind of get rolling.
Sure.
So hopefully that'll be able to happen.
I've been asking this question to a lot of coaches, but when you look up and down your roster, do you have a feel for what is going to be the strength of your team? What is going to be the thing you hang your hat on?
Yeah, early on, what we've told our defense, and I'm a defensive guy,
Sure.
so what we've told them, especially learning a new offense, defensively we're going to stay the same. And but what we've told our defense is we're really going to have to hang our hat on you in non-district as our offense comes along.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a young quarterback, Cameron Wheeler. He's going to come along. There's no doubt he's had a great summer. He's developing as a leader. So I'm really excited about him. But it's going to take him some time, I feel like, just to learn the new offense like anybody. But I feel like to answer your question, I feel like our running game, we've got some offensive linemen back, about 3 offensive linemen back, and we've got our running back, Jordan Robinson. And he's developed in the last 2 weeks. He's really come on as a leader to our football team. And so honestly, that's the expectation, from me. I just feel like up front, if we can run the football, if we can stop the run defensively, that's what we really want to hang our hat on.
I was talking with Dave Campbell's Texas football, high school football insider, Matt Stepp, a minute ago, and he dropped a little nugget in me. He said, the real secret weapon for this Lindale team is their video coordinator. What can you tell us about the new video coordinator you've picked up?
Well, he is he's quite a persistent fellow.
Yeah.
He's been blowing our Lindale football. It's at Lindale_FB if anybody wants to follow Lindale football.
Lindale, LINDALE_FB.
There you go.
Okay.
And he's been blowing it up. And I'm in a regional meeting, and I'm getting notifications that I was on my way down here. And I definitely wasn't, because we had 20 more minutes in the meeting. But he has been promoting it, and hopefully we can get some more followers on Twitter.
Well, and you can't skip out of a regional meeting.
No,
that's not that is bad form, especially for a first-year coach.
Right.
To be like, hey,
Yes.
I'm gonna skip out if that's okay with you.
Yeah, we need to be there, and I that's one of the requirements that we actually ask is for all of our coaches to be there. So I definitely didn't need to miss that either. So
Chris Cochran, the new head coach at Lindale, we're going to ruin a perfectly good interview by having you spin the wheel of questions.
I'm scared.
Give this thing a go. We'll see where this goes.
Hopefully it's a football question.
Let's see. It may be a football question. It may not be.
Oh.
Fantastic. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Matt Stepp actually just he gave me a little warning on that.
Yeah, there is a question about hot dogs and sandwiches. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Well, I don't think it is.
Okay.
Matt disagreed with me.
He thinks it's a sandwich.
Yeah, he says it's meat and bread. The problem is I don't feel like you eat it like a sandwich, therefore it's not a sandwich.
Interesting. I like that you're it's like, because if you're going with is it just meat and like a bread type substance, then like would a taco be a sandwich? You know what I mean? Like
right.
We get into a crazy like argument if a hot dog is a sandwich.
Right. So you agree?
I think so. I don't think it's a sandwich. The most compelling argument that was ever made to me about that question is that if you took the hot dog out of the bun, it's still a hot dog. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So a hot dog could just be for lack of a better word, the frank or the wiener. And so I would say no. I would say that
very
it's not.
good.
So I think
I'm glad we're on the same page
Chris
there.
Cochran, a man who is smart about football and smart about hot dogs. He is the right man for the Lindale Eagles. Coach, appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Best luck in 2017.
Appreciate it. We're looking forward to it.